I woke up at 5:30 a.m. to the roar of dump trucks pouring gravel into the riverbed behind my house. My heart sank. That wasn't just any stream. It was where my old man showed me how to skip stones, where we'd spend lazy afternoons dreaming big. In under an hour, my workshop was swamped, ruining $50,000 in gear my dad left me. When I faced off with the neighborhood association boss, Laura Jenkins, she sneered, "A few rusty tools got soaked, big deal. Folks like you ought to stick to places that handle a little rain." She had no clue what I'd stashed away, something that could unravel her whole web of lies. The payback? It was brutal and flawless. Tell me in the comments where you're tuning in from. Let me rewind to how this hellstorm kicked off. It was a quiet Wednesday dawn in rural Georgia when the machines shook me awake. I rushed out in my boxers, expecting road repairs, but no crews were choking the river with filled dirt, turning a centuries-old waterway into a ditch. The site manager nodded toward a sharp-dressed woman calling the shots, Laura Jenkins. By sunrise, the backup had started. Water surged into my shed, drowning decades of my life's work. My pop's 1972 Chevy, his pride after 4 years of sweat, sat in 6 inches of muck, the motor fried, upholstery trashed. Total hit: $18,000 on the truck, $25,000 in precision tools, $7,000 on client projects. My world crumbled. Insurance called it natural causes, no payout. Cops shrugged it off as a neighbor spat. City Hall promised a review in 8 months. The system? It spit on guys like me. But Laura's cold stare as she dismissed my ruined legacy? That lit the fuse. "Hardly a tragedy," she said. "Blue-collar types should know their place." I bit my tongue, played the clueless handyman, but she didn't know I'd traded my civil engineering career for Dad's auto shop 18 years back. That diploma, buried under grease rags, was my ace. The fallout piled on. Premiums spiked $500 monthly. Jobs dried up amid whispers of my unreliable setup. I dropped 20 pounds, hands trembling from fury-fueled insomnia. Digging online, I uncovered Laura's past-fled embezzlement raps in Louisiana worth $3 million, scamming families out of savings. This wasn't landscaping. It was her desperate cash grab before bolting. I struck first subtly, accidentally diverted overflow to her Lexus, flooding the engine. She raged, but I played innocent. "River's wild since you damned it." Her glare? Pure venom. Vowing patience like Dad taught, I eyed my hidden degree and a dusty contact labeled last resort. Next, I befriended the crew chief, Luis Garcia, widower scraping for his son's $20,000 chemo. He was trapped, but I showed him Laura's rap sheet. "Help document this mess," I offered, "and I'll fund the treatment." Tears in his eyes, he flipped. Recordings of skipped inspections, $15,000 bribes to officials, her plan to flip 15 lots and flee to Belize. Sabotage escalated. I rigged a blackout during her $40,000 investor pitch, funding yanked. Then towed her ride before a bank meet $600 fee, extension denied. Community tales poured in, $700 fines for ugly lawns, $1,200 for bird feeders. Laura was bleeding them dry. Luis unearthed horror. A clipping from Utah. 3 years prior, builder killed in suspicious crash amid probe. It was his cousin, silenced for exposing her. Laura? Not just crook, but killer? We doubled down. Confronting her, I revealed my credentials. I'm no grease monkey, I'm a drainage expert who built systems for 4 states. Her face paled as I laid out models. Storm in 48 hours, floods, everything 5 feet deep. Power flipped. She bluffed threats, dug into my debts, mocked my dad's memory. But with Luis's tapes of fraud admissions and my proof, she cracked. I tipped a bulk buyer with my analysis, $500,000 deal nuked. Media on standby for the deluge. As rain hammered, live cams caught houses swamping exactly as predicted. Laura waded in, lying on air, freak weather. Luis played her bribes. Feds swarmed, cuffing her mid-broadcast. Viral gold. But victory soured. My shed emptied mid-interview, no trace. A chilling call. You've meddled in big leagues. Back off. Rage ignited. I rallied contacts. Feds linked it to Laura's syndicate of multi-state scams for $1 million heists. My gear recovered in raids. She got 10 years federal for fraud, racketeering, murder ties. Awards rolled in. State honors for civic engineering. Luis rose to inspector chief. His kid beat cancer. Community thrived, river restored, values soared. Feds revealed dad was Jack Whitaker, whistleblower on land grabs in the 80s, hiding as Jack Thompson. Laura? His estranged cousin, hunting him for silence. Deeper, syndicate stole tribal waters for billions. My probe cracked at wide $10 billion restitution, reforms nationwide. I built Thompson Whitaker Institute, fighting global fraud. Years on, at a DC gala, a woman yelled, "He's impersonating my dad." Turns out, real Jack Thompson was murdered. His daughter, Emily Hayes, had evidence tying it to the network. We allied, prosecuting killers, returning lands. Now, my firm's global, training warriors against greed. But Laura vanished from prison. Note to me, this isn't over. Chills, right? Was my revenge justified, or did I cross into vigilantism? Should whistleblowers get lifetime protection, even if it means stolen identities? Drop your hot takes below to bait it out. Like if you're fired up, subscribe for more edge-of-your-seat truths. What's your line in the sand?